Hi everyone, welcome to the Piano Keys. I'm so glad that you're here. My name is Marina and I'm your best piano playing friend. I make tutorials and courses to help you level up in your piano playing. In this video, I'll play for you my piano arrangement of Mr. Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World. If you want to learn a little bit about the song, then stay tuned after the performance. The sheet music link is below. There's also a link to join my mailing list and my Facebook group. And now, what a wonderful world. Even though this song has been recorded by lots of artists, the most popular and famous recording is the very first one by Louis Armstrong. This song was originally written for Louis Armstrong by Bob Thiele. He used the name George Douglas for some reason, and George David Weiss. These two gentlemen were inspired by Louis Armstrong's ability to bring together people of different races. His recording was made in 1968. When it was released, it reached #1 in the UK singles chart, making Louis Armstrong the oldest man at that time to have reached #1 on that chart. But it basically tanked in the US. And the reason for that was the head of ABC Records, which was the label that this song was recorded for, didn't like the song and he refused to promote it. So another in a long line of very questionable decisions of record label executives. The recording was made in Las Vegas, where Louis Armstrong had a residency at the Tropicana Hotel. So after one of his sets, late at night, they gathered an orchestra together in a recording studio, and by the time everybody was assembled and ready to go, it was 2 a.m. They actually had to throw out that record executive who didn't like the song because he thought it was too slow. He wanted something more bouncy. His name was Larry Newton, and he was locked out of the recording studio. There was also a loud train going by several times, and so they had to restart the recording. So it took them about 4 hours from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. to finish the recording, which was longer than they had contracted the musicians for. So Louis Armstrong, being the awesome person, the most beautiful person that he was, wanted these musicians to get paid for their extra time. And so he only accepted what was the going union rate for a musician at that time. And he was paid $250 for recording the song. In 1988, this song was used in the film Good Morning Vietnam with Robin Williams. And at that time it was re-released, and that's when it took on a second life and rose to number 32 in the Billboard Hot 100. In case you're not familiar, the Billboard Hot 100 is a music industry chart that is published by Billboard magazine in the United States, and it ranks and keeps track of sales and radio play and online streaming of songs or singles in the United States. In 1999, Louis Armstrong's recording of What a Wonderful World was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame. There's probably a lesson in this story, which is it can take up to 30 years to be a success. Since then, the song has become very popular, being recorded by multiple artists in different genres, and it has been used in radio and TV commercials, in TV shows, and in lots of films. It has sold multiple millions in physical recordings and in digital downloads. So what have we learned in this video? Well, the gatekeepers of society, in this case record executives, don't always know what's good or what's right. We've also learned that Louis Armstrong, as well as being one of the greatest musicians of the modern era, was a beautiful soul. We've learned that simple, uplifting, and beautiful music touches people's hearts and can be very popular if given the chance. Failure isn't final unless you let it be. And maybe the most important takeaway here is not to let anybody else determine the value of your work, no matter what their title happens to be. Keep practicing, have fun, and I will see you soon. Bye.